Hi, today I would like to show you the features of the Yamaha MX61. At the end, I will try to write a track, a simple track on Scratch using the sound of this keyboard. So what is the Yamaha MX61? In my opinion, it's like a lighter version of a workstation because it has the features that we find in more sophisticated models. Let's see what we have here. First off, we have tons of sounds. Yamaha claims they are the sound of the motif line. I can't compare because I don't have that particular model, but anyway, they sound outstanding. Then we have an arpeggiator, although this is not the classical arpeggiator that we find in synthesizer. It is the Yamaha type of arpeggiator. It means that you have a dozen of rhythmical patterns at your disposal that you can choose from and apply to your voices. Then it has drum loops. Also here a dozen of loops, and you can also choose from different drum kits. It is multi-timbrical, so you can play multiple voices at once. You can play back MIDI files and also WAV files from a USB stick. So let's check out some of the sounds. I'll start with the pianos. So this was the first voice that you could hear selecting the piano sound. Let's check out another one. Okay, now some electric pianos. Let's try an organ. Another organ. Let's try a couple of pads. Strings. All right. I don't know if you had the same feeling as I had, but to me, these patches do sound really, really good. What are the reasons why I bought this keyboard? One of the reasons is that it is extremely light. So it is portable, really. 6 kilogram, 12 pounds, I guess. And I can use that in small venues, small concerts. I can use it for rehearsals. I can take it with me when I go to other studios to do recording sessions, and it works very well. The Midi is very practical. You just hook up and it's working. It has already many sounds that I could also use for the not only for demos but also for the actual recordings. It also has 4 controllers here that you can use live. Actually, there are 12 because you have 3 positions, and 2 of them are assignable, so you can assign an effect or whatever you decide to. So this keyboard is not very expensive, and the question is now, did they cut corners? Well, they did a little bit. I mean, the chassis is not the top quality plastic, but I mean, I think it's all right. But what does bother me a little bit is actually the keyboard. When you play piano, it is very light. The action is very light, and of course you can play. But if I had to play a concert or program project with where the piano plays really a main part, I would take with me a digital piano or a workstation or a more or a keyboard which has more weight. This is very light, is fine, and in fact I think it could be also fine to use as a second keyboard. So you have your main workstation, and on top of that you have this, and you can integrate with these great sounds. Or you can also play via Midi. You can control these voices with a better master keyboard if you have one. Okay. What happens when you turn on the keyboard? You have basically already a type of combination. Performance is called here. And basically, you always have 2 voices at your disposal. You can choose, you can play them single, like this, piano, and the second one is this. Or you can decide to play them in layer or in split. This will be the layer. Actually, I have an arpeggiator. I can turn it on. It sounds like this. And if I decide to play a drum loop along with that, I only have to press play. So right away, you have a lot of possibilities. You can combine 2 layers, you can have a drum loop, and you have an arpeggiator. You can store, of course, these performances, and you can also store the single voices in a user memory. All right, let's try to see if we can come up with a really quick idea using one of these performances. I did select a patch and it sounds like this. As you can hear, there is both an arpeggiator and a drum loop. The drum loop sounds like this. Not really happy with that, so I will try to select another one. Let's do this, maybe this one. Okay, I like this much better actually, so I will use this one and well, some chord progression maybe. On top of that, I would like to play a melody, maybe with a piano with a delay. So I did set that already up, and what I did is I assigned the delay, the amount of delay, the send basically of the effect to one knob. I remind you, you have 2 assignable knobs here. So you have to go in the voice edit, select an effect, and then in the control menu, you can assign that effect, the amount of that effect to one of the 2 knobs. So this without. And then I would like maybe to have a bass sound. Let's see. Like something that it's maybe like a synth bass. Okay, I like this one. Right, I have my sounds. One performance with 2 layered sounds, arpeggiator, and drum loops, a bass sound that I will play, of course, separately, and a piano melody that I will also play separately. And that's it. When recording this, I have multiple voices, so I need to set up different MIDI tracks. And so, like layer, you have here a drawing, and layer 1 is MIDI channel 1, layer 2 is MIDI channel 2, and drums is on 10. So you have to set up 3 different MIDI tracks. I usually record first MIDI tracks and then in audio. Why is that? Well, it's simple, because maybe I have a nice performance and I need to change only one note, or maybe the length of a chord. So it's easier to do that with MIDI, and then when you're done, you record in audio. Okay, let's try this track. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye. I realized I forgot to give you more information about the MX61. One of them is that you can turn this keyboard into a FM synth. Using this adapter, you can hook this unit to your phone. You can download an app, FM Essentials, from the Yamaha website, and use this as a FM synthesizer. It's not crucial, but it's nice to have. Another thing it's just nice to have is that you can hook up digitally to your computer, and the MX61 turns into an audio interface. So you can record the sounds in digital directly into your DAW, and you can also control your software via this buttons that you have here, play and stop and so on, and you have some other stuff here that you can control. So this is also a nice plus to have. The last thing, the price. I bought it in 2022 and I paid for it 550 euros. Probably in bucks is almost the same. I saw that now the prices turned up a little bit, 650 or maybe 700. So for the money I bought it, it was a pretty good deal. Still, it is. Let's summarize. The MX61 has great sounds, has a lot of nice features from being such a small workstation. It is portable, and the price, of course, is very interesting. The only downside to me is the keyboard. The action is not as great as the one you find in more expensive Yamaha models, but let's be honest, you can't expect that for this price. I hope I gave you a nice overview of the MX61. Thank you. Bye-bye.